In Spanish, one of the most useful words to know, one of the most high-frequency words which comes up all the time is the word que. But there's not just one que. We've got que with an accent, which means what. So that's when we're asking a question, which means it needs a question mark. And in Spanish, we would also accompany this with an upside-down question mark at the beginning. It's fine if you're WhatsApping, you're like social media messaging, you don't really need it. People just leave it out most of the time. But if you're writing something academic, an email, a question to a potential employer, then do make sure you use it. This is what. If I'm asking, ¿qué haces? What are you doing? If I'm using que as a connective or a conjunction, I don't need the accent, and this can translate as that, and also which, and sometimes who, because if I'm using a sentence like, that's the man who found my wallet, in English I'm saying who, that's the man who. In Spanish, ese es el hombre que encontró mi cartera. I'm using que, so it can also mean who when we're using it as a conjunction. And then we have lo que. Now this is the most confusing thing of all, when to use this and when to use this. That one's quite easy. If it's a question, I'm asking a question, I need the accent. It's very different to this. This isn't a question word. Lo que is what, but it's never the question what. For example, what I'm interested in, lo que me interesa a mí. It's not a question. I'm not asking anyone a question. I'm using the word what I'm interested in. That's what I like. Eso es lo que me gusta. I'm not using what as a question. If I ask a question, ¿qué hiciste ayer? And someone starts telling me a story. I've used this one, yeah? ¿Qué hiciste ayer? What did you do yesterday? And someone starts telling me, oh, well, last week. No. Eso no es lo que pregunté. That's not what I asked. Here I'm saying, no es lo que pregunté. It's not what I asked. I'm not using the question word, because where's the question in? That's not what I asked. That's not what I said. Eso no es lo que yo dije. That's not what I said. I'm using the word what in English, but I'm not using it as a question. I'm also not using it as a connector, as a connective, as a conjunction, something that joins two clauses together. This one joins two things together. In fact, this one, we need it in Spanish. If I said, I'm going to use the pen I bought yesterday, there's no conjunction. Voy a usar el bolígrafo compré ayer doesn't work in Spanish. I have to say I'm going to use the pen that I bought yesterday or which I bought yesterday. Voy a usar el bolígrafo que compré ayer.